Hey guys, I'm going to do a short video on changing out tire pressure monitor system sensors in the wheels. This is my mom's Chevy Bolt. All four of them went out. This is the last one. I finally figured out what I'm doing on this. If you don't know how to change a flat tire or to rotate your tires, jacking a vehicle up and being safe with it, don't recommend doing this. You'd be better off taking it to a tire shop. Might want to do that anyway. But a few things you got to have. You got to buy the sensor right here that goes with the vehicle that matches your vehicle. These work for GM vehicles. And you can see this is just a normal valve stem. Got the sensor and the battery down at the bottom there. That's inside the tire. The other thing I found that works is you need one of these jacks that jacks a significant amount. I've not had any luck doing it with a bottle jack. Can't get enough. It's not tall enough to get the tire to break loose. So you have to take the tire wheel off, and I've been jacking it under my Silverado EV, which is very heavy, but under the hitch, breaking the tire loose and taking the old sensor out and putting the new one in. So I'll show you as we go. First thing to do is get the car jacked up and the tire loose and off the vehicle. Okay, car's jacked up, wheels off. Had a little cross-threading issue, worked that out, I think. So fun part. So you have to have something like this. This is for off-roading, let air pressure out of tires. There's also a tool you can use to remove the valve. It's in the center of this stem. I don't have that with me, so I'm just going to use off-roading air release and let all the air out of the tire. So that's step one. Step two is getting it situated under the truck hitch appropriately so we can get to work on this. So this jack's like a off-roading farm equipment jack. That's exactly what it's called, but Jeep users use them quite a bit. It can get you a lot of lift if you're out on the trail or on the farm. So what we're going to do, jack under the hitch here once the air's out, and we're going to press the tire down until it breaks the seal, and we're able to get to the inside of this little stem that has an existing tire pressure sensor on it. And what I found works best is to break off the inside part of that and pull the stem out. So we're going to try that, see how that goes. Another pointer here is have to have pancake or bigger air compressor. I tried doing it with the small one you just carry on the road with you, but it doesn't have enough pressure. So you have to have sudden pressure to seal your tire bead back, and you got to have air pressure like 100 plus PSI to do that. I'll show you the tool that I got from Amazon to pull the valves through. This is, I don't remember how much it cost. It wasn't too bad, but I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. It screws on and pulls them through. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do holding the camera and jacking at the same time. Have to hold the tire down and jack. Most of the tire pressure is out. There may be some more come out as we go down, but you can see we're pushing under the hitch. We're gonna just keep jacking. And this is the only jack I've had any success breaking these seals with. Just keep going. And you have to have something pretty heavy to jack it with, so like a truck or something. We should be getting close. There. Heard the air come out and the jack's slid some. I'm going to leave the jack on so I have access to the inside of that valve, and we'll try to straighten all this up in just a minute. Here's what it looks like inside the rim here. I'm going to just take some pliers and try to twist this, get it off. Be careful, this jack is under pressure here. But we're gonna just basically try to break this off, more or less. Hopefully it comes off cleanly, and we can move on from there. I'm gonna have two hands. Okay, you can see two of these broken off. This is what it looks like inside. I'm hoping that'll pull on through. It's a little bit big. We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna put a drop or two of soap down in there. Hopefully that'll help it break loose. And basically, you just screw your handy dandy tool on the end here. Maybe I'm gonna have to have two hands for that. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do this one-handed. But anyway, the tool is screwed on. I've got a little piece of wood under here to help give me some height. I'm gonna just pull up, hopefully pull this valve stem through. And I'm gonna have to have two hands. Sorry, guys. All right, I apologize for the camera work here. I need a cameraman. But I'm rubbing some soap around the bottom part of the stem right here so that it will pull through a little easier. So I'm going to screw it into the end of the tool here. First stick it through, then put the tool on. I've almost made that mistake 2 times now. Anyway, put the valve stem through the hole, which apparently is harder to do than it looks. So, and then put the tool on the end right there and it'll pull through. I'll show you the pulling through here in just a minute. Okay, this is what the tool's made for. Not pulling them out, but putting them through, and it pushes against the edge of the rim there, and you just pull gently, and there you go. It's in. And take it off, and we're ready to go. Now we're gonna let the jack down, and we'll bounce the tire around and get it back into form and ready to add air. You do have to make sure the tire comes up past the sensor part here, otherwise the air leaks out. You can see the tire is deformed just a little bit, but you take it out, bounce it around some, and it comes back to form pretty good, and you can see it went around the sensor part, so I'm good to air up. I'm gonna use a pancake compressor to get it sealed up and get the first part of pressure in. Then I'll use the portable one for fine-tuned at the end. Here we go. All right, air is in the tire, back up to 42. Now I just got to get it back on the car. All right, now tires on, all 4 are done, and we're gonna see if it's giving us pressures. Look at that, it's showing one of them at 38. That's interesting. Should be 42. May drive it and check on that one again. But yeah, I'd recommend test drive and make sure they stay where they should and everything's holding air. The other thing to be aware of is once you have them in, or before you put them in, is what I did. Try to program each one, put one at each tire that you're going to use it at, and program however your vehicle programs the tire pressure sensors, and then know that they're working before you go through all this trouble of taking tires off. But appears to be working. I got to watch that one, make sure I'm not leaking any air there, and that it's okay. See you guys later.